Good day, I'm Angel, the next reporter. So, we are Filipino. We are the citizen of this land. We live and grew from this country. So, that's why we must contribute for its progress and development. Listed here are the following or the few ways on how to be a good Filipino. Be an active citizen. Being an active citizens, we all have interests and goals which the society help us fulfill. That's why we have the means to defend our interests through participating in the society. Yes, we have the right to participate through exercising your right to vote. And if and you as a Filipino citizen of legal age have a chance to choose the right leaders for the Philippines who are genuine in helping and caring for the Filipino people. Other than mentioned here, according to Leona, there are more ways to fully engage and be an active citizen, like staying up to date on local politics. Knowledge is power, so stay informed on what happens around you. You can also read newspapers and watch news to be informed. You can also follow politicians for transparency of the works on your community. You can also volunteer. Go out there and pers- directly help persons in need, be it signing an online petition or participating in charity or donation. And just like the recent Carding typhoon, donating unused beddings and clothes would be a great help. This will this help will directly impact organizations and individuals in our country. You can also check your privilege and create space. It's important to be aware of the privileges you hold because if you use them properly and positively, you can transform the society you live in. You get informed on topics that don't affect you directly and but are helpful to those who aren't heard as often in your community. So share your ideas and spark debates or voice your concerns and discuss local topics that matters to you. Second, studying the Philippine history. Learning our long and bloody history is important. Along the way, you learn so much as to why we must love our country with our life. Our history helps us draw conclusions from those old times to understand ourselves. We enable ourselves to grasp our relationship with the past. And like what Kirby Arroyo said, my favorite historian blogger, that know oneself through history. And I believe that merely saying, I love my country and I'm proud of my country would not be enough. At least know the reason why the way we are. And it is because of our long history that helped nourish and supported this day existence. It preserved our cultural values and tradition, and you are able to extend help to our fellow Filipinos. Also, to avoid the mistakes of the past, those records of abuse must be learned and pursue what's the best for our present and for our future. Third, supporting local products. It must never be forgotten. Just due to colonial mentality, we stay away with our own. Our products display our creativity, our innovativeness, and our resourcefulness. You do not only support manufacturers and businesses, but you also strengthen our local economy. Supporting them means supporting every simple Filipino who dedicated their lives on their craft and our tradition. Supporting our local products means preserving our distinctive characters. It also promotes good community well-being, and as a Filipino, it is our priority to nurture these small communities in order to create more jobs and wages. And I myself initiate on supporting our local produce here in Lucena, like eating tinapa and chami. Fourth, speak the Filipino language. And like what Dr. Jose Rizal said, it is one way to show affection to our country. Other than that, every region has their own dialects we must not forget. These 100 plus dialects in every corner of this land. Protecting and letting the young children use it would be beneficial to us, as in fact our language is rich in culture and beauty, and learning the language think, takes you on a journey of exploring our history. With protecting those dialects and our language, it retains most of our tradition and cultures. Last would be do not spread fake news and be democratic and engaging with dissent. We have to admit we can no longer avoid social media as a source of information. Yes, it is. It has positive features provided by the internet, but along with the countless source of news and information, it is our responsibility to filter what's the most important and verify it with evidence and facts before actually believing and sharing it. According to GMA News, to spot a fake news, check the headlines. Sometimes, headline can be misleading. Clickbait, just to catch our attention. Look for the author. Check what time the news is delivered. Was the author credible? Is he part of media or is it just for the likes and views? You can always ask the expert to check the legitimacy of the news. And yes, we don't tolerate maritas here. We are responsible Filipino who check the news. And I, a Gen Z who's been exposed with social media, learn what I want to see in my newsfeed, with accordance to what I believe is legit and right. This is not just the ways on how to be a good Filipino. You can have your own definition of being a good Filipino. We have our own ways to express ourselves as a Filipino. For me, I believe like lining up, following the rules, following the traffic rules, picking up trash, just simple things is what makes me a good Filipino. And I'm sure everyone's here reading or watching or listening to this presentation, you know what you think is a good Filipino. To conclude our topic, so we discuss political self. Political self is just to arouse or rousing your nationalism and patriotism because we share the same blood and land which we prove our sense of belongingness. And ourselves are shaped through values, norms, and tradition passed all the way down to us. And we understand both our flawed and distinct characteristics to fully explore our love for our country. And as a member of the same land, we pride ourselves in our country's culture, values, and tradition. That's it for Group 4. We hope that you learned something from this discussion. Have a
a nice day.